So in my previous update to the conversion plugin that I have for all my template DIY raffle users, we added instant wins, and that's been an unreal addition to that plugin and to the template itself. It's really driven a lot of sales, but not only that, giving your users almost something unique to come back to your website for. I know that's becoming more and more mainstream as we've added those things. Other people have copied, or we've copied them, whatever came first. But basically this video is going to be an extension to that, and I really hope this update breeds more innovation to your website and bringing users back, and that is going to be the main one, which is auto reconciliation to the user's wallet. And what I mean by that is basically auto payout, instant auto payout. So that's going to be, say you have a big instant win prize, and you have, say, 100 instant wins on your site for site credit, each of them 5, 10, 15, 25, up to £1,000, whatever it is. You can then have that, so it instantly, as soon as they pick that number, it credits it to their account. You also will now get a notification with this update, so you'll get an email saying everything that's happened on that order. If you've selected, like I'll go through in this video of how to update your plugin to this version, there's no extra charge for this. It's all included in the initial fee. But once you update your plugin to this version, you'll have the option to select if you want to auto pay out, and that's going to really not only save you time, but give the audience a good, and your customers, I suppose, a good experience on your website. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to really improve your customers' experience, in turn making the product way better. So let's get into it. All right, so just before we get into this, I'm going to go through some housekeeping just to make sure that you're all up to date and you all know what's going on, because I get a lot of emails with people missing videos, and to be honest, I completely understand that. There's a good few videos on my channel now. So before you watch this video, make sure you watch this first one, the new plugin. So this is the plugin we're talking about today, but this will give you a background about all the other aspects of the plugin that you'll need to know before installing this one, just so you know what everything does to an extent. The instant wins, that's another good one to watch. It gives you a better background of what the instant wins are prior to this update. This is going to be version 4. So once you've had a good look at those two, or maybe you already know the instant wins plugin, this only works on the DIY template that I have for you. Well, most of you guys you know what it is. It's the raffle template that you can install yourself. You don't need a web developer. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands and thousands getting yourself up and running with one of these competition websites. You can literally install it, follow my video, which I do need to update again, but this is the main video here, which gives you a full the full shebang. Everything you need is going to be in this video to get started. But once you are started and you're getting customers up and running, what you want to do is make sure that your customers' experience is the best it can be. So this is where I come in now again, which is the auto payout for instant wins. So instant wins and sales optimization. So if you go to your Breezy WP account, most of you will have one. If you don't, you probably don't have the template, so this won't work. So go to breezywp.com. You'll see in the plugin section, you can go to plugin instant wins and sales optimization. You'll obviously know more about it in these videos, but we're now in version 4.0.1. The point 1 is basically because I've been testing this on other people's websites. I do not want this to go wrong, so there's a lot of testing that's went into this. I'm making sure that duplicate credit isn't applied to someone's account. It's the worst case scenario. So all good there. Thank you very much to the 2 websites. I'll not name any names, but thank you very much for letting me test on your website. It's all went very, very well. So what you want to do is, once you've either paid or you already have this will come up in either your templates. If you bought it with the template account where it says Instant Wins Conversion Plugin, you can download that there. Or if you go to My Plugins, you can go see it here with the Instant Wins Sales Optimization, and you can download it, Instant Wins here. So you can click on download. That will come into the bottom left hand side of your web browser, or if you're using a different one, it might end up somewhere else. If it unzips on your desktop, re-zip it up, right click it, re-zip, those kind of things. And then all you have to do is install it on your website. So you might recognize this, seen it 100 times, no doubt. But let's just go ahead, go to dashboard, and there'll be 2 plugins that we need to install today. If you're using kind of the latest version, or the version at least a year and a bit old, this will be fine. This will run no problem on it. If you go to plugins, we can drag this. You can either find it in your desktop, like I just said, or your downloads folder, and get that away. And just drag it in here, or you can click and choose file on where your downloads are. So I'm going to click on install now. That will quickly install. And then if I go here, you'll see GFNI ticket conversion. This is instant wins and increased conversions on version 4.0.1. So all good there. There is one more download that we need to do. You might already have this. I have a full video on how to do this again, which is TeraWallet. So this video here where it says TeraWallet, I will link all these in the description below. That means it's best just to watch all these videos, get a good understanding, and then start making the changes to your website, because ultimately you are your own web developer. I'm just sort of providing you the information to then for you to do it. So we will go back to the website, wherever it is. There we go. So we'll type in here, top right, TeraWallet. Maybe it's all, yeah, TeraWallet, all one word. There we go. So TeraWallet for WooCommerce. It's a great plugin. Gives you basically a site wallet that people can use. But we're not going to go through the whole setup process today. We just need to make sure this is installed so that when an auto payout is done, you know, it has a wallet to go into. If you do not have this installed, it will not pay into anywhere, obviously, because you do not have a wallet. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is actually go and create an instant wins product. So say this is going to be for £1,000 plus 10 instant wins. Head on down. We can ignore the ticket cards for now. That's in a previous video. And where it says instant wins, we're just going to click on here and add 10 instant wins to the product. So it's 8, 9, 10. There we go. And this is going to be, you know, every 2, or we're just going to do 1 to 10, just so we make sure. Okay, now I've entered in this information here. That might be quite self-explanatory if you've already installed this plugin onto your website and what you do to this point. You'll see now in the right-hand side where it says credit wallet automatically. By selecting this box, the user will be credited the amount of the following box into their account, not the prize box to the left. So this is the prize box. Once you click here, you'll see another box open up on the right hand side. This is the win credit amount. So this here on the left, this is just the description. The credit box in the right is for whole numbers only, because obviously if we just say, oh, credit the account or the wallet this amount, it has all this text in it, and maybe the computer messes that up, gives them £1 million. There goes your business. Or you'll have an awkward conversation. So what I'm going to do is enable all this as site credit. So every single ticket 1 to 10, is all going to get £10 of site credit if they randomly pull these ticket numbers. So you must, if you want this to be an instant payout, click this button for it to do it automatically. And then here on the right hand side, this is going to be whole amounts only. So you're going to not do, you know, 10, 0, 0. This is £10 or whatever your currency is. So basically you're going to replicate whatever your description is here. Then once someone pulls that number, that'll automatically credit £10 to their account. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this. All right, now we've got all the information in it. I'm not going to bore you with all that. I'm going to go through it now and just show you what I've done. So added a title. We don't need a description in this box. we've added all the instant wins. We've checked the box to credit the wallet automatically and added the win amount in whole numbers only. We've added the competition details, that's all right. Product data, this obviously needs to be a competition. I've just selected 30 tickets at random. Number of winners is going to be with the main prize. You don't need to add in instant win winners in here. You can literally just add the main prize winner. That's going to be the £1,000, if that makes sense. So randomly assigned ticket numbers, that's going to be very important if you're going to do instant wins. Otherwise, the people will just choose the number that has the instant win on it. So yeah, it's pretty obvious. Manual winner picking, as usual. Force the user to answer a question and then added in the details in here. So that's all well and good. The live category is done. I've just added a quick product image. So once we've submitted that, we'll view that product and show you what that looks like. So new with this section of the plugin, or this version of the plugin, you'll see that it has instant payout. And people will be wondering what instant payout means. Obviously it's an instant win. You win the money, but usually it might take a day or whatever to actually get to their account. So what I've done here is add this instant payout. If you've selected it, credit it instantly into your wallet and available to spend. Easy as that. So what we're going to do now is check out, show you what this looks like. Say we're going to do 15 tickets. Enter. Going to go, what color is the sky? It's blue. Going to view basket. Proceed to checkout. Going to add my name. Okay, so I've said I'm over 18 and I accepted and have read the terms and conditions, of course. So go ahead, place order. And you'll see now that when I get my tickets, that I'll be an instant winner and the user has been credited, or I have been credited with this or £10 directly into my wallet. You, the admin, will also get an email directly to your site administrator address saying that someone has won an instant win, because it might not be an auto credit instant win. It might be an actual physical prize or cash that you need to transfer to someone's account. I'll show you how to change the email address for that, because it uses the email for your admin as default. So all good there. I wonder if I go to my account, go to my wallet, and you'll see there's these additions, these transactions added to my account because I'd won 5 different instant wins there. It comes up with a code here at the end just to make sure that the person doesn't get credited twice for whatever reason. I just wanted to make sure that there's a stop if it ever sees a duplicate transaction, because obviously it could be a bad time. But obviously we've put the checks in places in the testing to make sure that doesn't happen. Next, I want to show you, if we go to the DIY raffle options, which is raffle options on the left hand side, you'll see you're met with a couple of extra bits in your GFNI ticket conversion plugin section. So instant wins admin email notification. So if you just type in the email that you want obviously the instant win notification to go to, that tells you that someone has won, then add it in here. Make sure everything's spelled right and all the rest of it. You won't have any issues. Next is on the table. So if I actually go to the plugin, or not the plugin, the product with the instant wins, you'll see here that 10 instant wins is actually okay. But what happens if you have 1,000 instant wins? It doesn't, to be honest with you, it can clog up this area and be quite hard to read for some people. And not only that, if I go back to the product area, these don't have to be in order of ticket numbers. So what I mean by that is number 1, 2, 3 ticket numbers don't have to be in sequential order. You can put the highest value instant win first, and it can be ticket number 30 here, if that makes sense. And this can start backwards, just so when you land on the homepage or the product, that the first ticket they see is a big prize and that kind of thing. So back to what I was saying, which was saying the instant wins table layout. So this will give you a slightly more condensed, easy way to see, not even easy way, different way to see the instant wins. So if I go to the product area, these don't have to be in sequential order. You can put the highest value instant win first, and it can be ticket number 30 here, if that makes sense. And this can start backwards, just so when you land on the homepage or the product, that the first ticket they see is a big prize and that kind of thing. So back to what I was saying, which was saying the instant wins table layout. So this will give you a slightly more condensed, easy way to see, not even easy way, different way to see the So I'm going to go back to the product page. This is site-wide, so it's either on or off. Head back and you'll see winning ticket is going to be #1, or if someone has already won and you hover over it, it says this ticket has already been won. It then turns a wee bit grey, or less opacity, and strikes out prizes that have been taken. Otherwise, it'll show instant payout again with a popover to let you know that it's going to be paid into your wallet instantly. Hopefully that will intrigue customers enough and get them to come back. You can really go wild with these site credits to really inspire your customers and give them a wee bit extra to come back and be loyal to your user or to your website. But yes, if you have any more questions, I'm sure I've left something out, but please leave them in the comments below, and I hope you enjoy this update to the plugin. Cheers.